Forecast.
Well, certainly a damp and much cooler day as anticipated, but not many of us made it into the 50s today after 60s of yesterday. 46 is the current reading, and just after midnight, that was our high temperature of 48 degrees at the airport. General rainfall amounts have been well under 1/4 of an inch. A lot of locations just a few hundredths to around a tenth. 52, one of the milder readings at the Valley Airport in Weir's Cave, touching 54 this afternoon. As we take a look at some other readings, pretty much in the low and mid 40s, especially east of the Blue Ridge, a few low 50s here, especially across Augusta County. As we take a live look at NBC29's Doppler radar, there's not a whole lot of activity left. Likely some drizzle out there, maybe a few spotty showers. We could still see a passing shower or two. There's kind of a review of the last 6 hours. There is some clearing out to the west, but the actual cold front still has to come through, and that will late tonight into tomorrow morning. You'll know it because the winds will pick up, and by morning, temperatures will be generally in the upper 30s to around 40 east of the Blue Ridge, middle 30s in the Shenandoah Valley. So gradual clearing skies as we have the overnight. In the meantime, we deal with the fog, but the fog will be displaced by the wind, and currently we have a wind advisory for the Blue Ridge Mountains, the Shenandoah Valley, beginning at 4 a.m. That runs until 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Easily gust up to 40-50 miles an hour. It's still going to be windy area wide, but those strongest gusts will certainly be realized certainly above 2,000 feet. So be mindful of that crossing the higher terrain of the Blue Ridge and the lake. So there's just a snapshot of some of the wind gusts as we get into the midday hours tomorrow, with gusts easily over 20 up to 30 miles an hour, stronger at the higher elevations. Highs tomorrow still in the low 50s east of the Blue Ridge, but only in the middle 40s in the Shenandoah Valley. But you couple that with the wind, it's going to feel more like it's in the 30s and 40s throughout the day. Now the weekend starts dry, a cool day on Saturday, and then we watch Sunday. That'll be our next storm system to watch. It looks like the early morning hours will be fine, but it'll be cold start, below freezing, and then the moisture gets in here midday, afternoon, and evening. At the onset, there could be some brief bursts of sleet or snow, and then goes over to a cold rain with temperatures only in the upper 30s to low 40s. But this system is on its way out. Again, the actual cold front is still back across the Ohio River. There's actually some severe weather, severe thunderstorm watch across central Ohio. That's lifting up toward Cleveland and Akron at this hour. But again, our next storm is back here across the Pacific Northwest. That energy is going to dive down across the southern plain states. It'll tap some Gulf of Mexico moisture, and that will be moving in our direction for Sunday. So we'll have gradually clearing skies overnight. The winds pick up mid 30s to around 40 in the morning. Windy day here for Friday, mid 40s to mid 50s for afternoon highs, and then we'll start early Saturday morning down in the 20s, and then Saturday's just a cool day but quiet, mid 40s to around 50. And then we watch on Sunday. We'll cloud up. Here we are in the early morning hours, but it looks like some of that moisture starts to arrive as we get into the midday hours. At the onset, there could certainly be a little wintry mix, especially along and west of the Blue Ridge, but even those areas should go over to a chilly rain, and then that'll taper off as we go into early on Monday. Our forecast here for tonight, gradually clearing. In the meantime, there'll be some fog. Temperatures in the mid 30s to around 40. There's a look at the Michael and Son 7-day forecast. Windy conditions for Friday, dry through Saturday. Watching that storm here on Sunday, and we could have maybe another repeat performance by the middle of next week.
All right, Eric, thank you.
Thank you so much. We will be right back.